the wall like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly. They calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. Big Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the trolls. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with the 2 dot team. And who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a bitch.
You got a picture me, send me calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on me. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win, are you pretty like no.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Now Riley Dixon on. He did his collegiate kicking upstate at Syracuse. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. You take it right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14.
Lucky 56.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Mayfield on play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, here's Lauletta. Over the middle of the Beckham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now it's Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Back to throw, Lauletta. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, and now you go over the top.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Myles Garrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now here's Lawletta. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Lawletta, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a play fake, and it's Lawletta. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now, the Cleveland Browns coming off another tough loss, Week 4 at Oakland. And I mentioned it earlier, CD, they really could be 4-0. But one highlight of that loss to the Raiders, the rookie Nick Chubb.
I'm wondering if he's going to start to take a few carries away from Carlos Hyde. Now, Carlos is averaging about 3.5 yards a carry. He does have 5 touchdowns, and he's their volume ball carrier and their workhorse. Of course, Duke Johnson's much more of a third down type. Get him out in open space, get him ball. So he'll keep his niche. But will Nick Chubb get a few more? Because how about this stat line? 3 carries, 105 yards against Oakland. Touchdown sprints of 63 and 41. How about this, too? You talk about an anomaly. 1,200 instances of guys running for over 100 yards and scoring 2 touchdowns in NFL history. But none of them did it with 3 or fewer carries.
Until Nick Chubb. They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Damon Harrison able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Well, let it now to throw it. And Latimer's got it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Lauletta to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants add on to their lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Handoff comes to Hyde, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's it, baby. That's it.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
4 down, check. Hurry up, here we go.
First down, a run with Hyde. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Leopard!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kareem Martin leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. While we have a second, wanted to touch on a new program that's making its debut that's got a lot of people excited, Charles. It's the Madden 99 Club. Now, what that is, gives special recognition to those guys with an overall rating of 99. Of course, that's as good as it gets. So through a partnership with our friends at Nike, you're going to see custom, one-of-a-kind gold 99 Club cleats and gloves reserved for guys like Antonio Brown, Gronk, and Luke Kuechly.
And you and I were fortunate enough to get an early sneak peek at them. And I'll tell you, for my money, really cool thing that they're doing. Sharp look. And how cool will it be for those guys to be part of that exclusive club and have something that no one else in the league has that signifies them as 99s. That's pretty cool.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's Lauletta. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Riley Dixon now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play action. Mayfield. Open man, the tight end falls. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run. Hyde. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Lauletta. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20. Sidesteps him at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. High. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run it again with Hyde, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield on play action. Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throw left side complete to Ingram. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Set. Green.
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Hyde. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Watch him now, Barney!
They run high. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. To throw, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Lauletta. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Lauletta. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lauletta from the 50. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run with Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Hey. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
4 down.
Lauletta. He finds his target, Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in the 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
Now here's Lauletta, eluding the pressure right. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a first carry for their fullback. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one. Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.